All right, Shalom. I'm start the lesson. I want to give our praises to Yahawashi Returnal. The one to my apostle, Elder Great Muslim that taught us his truth. Peace and blessings to the sincere alchemist, expressing his truth and all true sincerity around the folk of the earth diligently. So I say Shalom. It's your brother Ra Arya from the Great Muslim Miami camp. Come back to the spirit by Yahawashi Returnal, making the lesson. And in this lesson, I'll be going into Yahawashi Returnal. Because the scriptures clearly give us a visual, not a visual, but give us a kind of hint of Yahawashi's Returnal. And we also understand that there's going to be something marvelous, man. It's going to be a sight to see. Every eye shall see him, It's going to be, it's going to feel like a different vibration, that comes on the planet Earth. There's going to be a spiritual intervention. It's going to be war going on. Then Yahawashi going to come through. And they're going to stop what they doing to fight Yahawashi. You're going to see the chariots. You're going to see that fathership. And then the other chariots with that fathership. Then you're going to see Yahawashi, man. It's going to be amazing, man. And just to think of it, you can't even, you can try to think of it, but it's not going to, probably exceed your imagination, because we can think, or we can probably imagine, but Yahawashi is going to exceed all of that, But this is 2 Edges 13, verse 1, and it came to pass, after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. Right, man, this is Ezra's having a dream, man. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea that moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that a man waxed strong with thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, and all the things trembled that were seen unto him. Right, man, that man is talking about Yahawashi, man. With the thousands of heaven, he's talking about the chariots, man. And when he turned his countenance to look, and all the things trembled that were seen under him, right? Under him. Everything, that's seen, Yahawashi trembled. Could be people, animals, everything, man. Because you understand, this is the quote unquote how people say in the world, this is that guy, man. You don't want to fuck around, man. Your parents come home and you doing something you're not supposed to, now you get scared. But this is something completely different. This is Yahawashi, the son of Yahweh. And verse 4, and whatsoever the voice went out of his mouth, all that were burned, and they, and all they that heard his voice, like as the earth falleth when it feeleth the fire. I'm gonna read it again. And whatsoever the voice went out of his mouth, all that burned, that heard his voice, like a fire, that heard his voice like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. And that's right, man. That's obviously that's not talking about physically, man. That's talking about the chariots. Because the chariots gonna be spitting out laser beams, with concentrated fire on this place. With Yahawashi's Returnal. Verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there were gathered together a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came of the sea. Right, I mean, you finna have all these other nations, trying to subdue Yahawashi, trying to, gather their military forces, and try to get after Yahawashi. This chapter is going to tell you that they were frightened, but they just fight. Because they're not gonna want to have to fight Yahawashi, but they're gonna have to. But I beheld, and lo, he had a graven. But I below, and lo, he had a graven himself a great mountain and flew upon it. Obviously, this is not talking about a physical mountain. We understand that it's just talking about the fathership, which is the chariot. The scriptures clearly tell us that, there's going to be, I believe it was Ezekiel, or I'm roughly paraphrasing it, But it clearly shows in one of those chapters where, there was a great fathership, and then he couldn't see it from the end of the earth. That's how large it was. Covered up the whole earth. That's why the scriptures say that, behold, every man shall see him. So you could be whatever you want on the planet earth. You are going to see that fathership. Oh, it's the same chapter, Salakia, man, Salakia. The 2nd to 13 is literally the next verse. Salakia, forgive me. Verse 7, but I would have seen the region or place where around the hill was graven, and I could not. Right, man. Trying to see, where the chariot ends. But there was no ending. You could try to look as far as you can. All you're going to see is that chariot. And after this, I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to do him were so afraid. Right, man. And yet durst fight. Right, man. They're gonna be afraid because guess why? That's gonna be your worst nightmare for you other nations trying to fight, and Jake too trying to fight Yahawashi. It's gonna be some shit that you haven't seen in the movies. They showed you a little bit Independence Day, but that's not really how it's gonna go down. You're gonna be fighting, the creator of the earth, man. The creator of the whole earth, man. Yahweh give Yahawashi that blueprint to create the whole earth. And here it is, you're gonna try to fight him, even though you're not gonna want to. The Lord wants to put a spirit on him, a spirit on you, other nations, to fight Yahawashi. And this is all detailing the coming and the return of Yahawashi. It's gonna be major. This is gonna be talked on for forever, or how they like to say five ever. But I got a couple of precepts lined up. This is Revelation 22 and verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work shall be. Right, man. Yahawashi is coming to give rewards, and there are many type of rewards, man. They are, you got a reward for being wicked, and you got a reward for being righteous, man. If you was being righteous in the sight of Yahweh Shemashah, you will be given, righteous and being a brother. You will be given, the promises of the scriptures, man. Being a judge on the planet Earth. Being with Yahawashi and the 12. But if you was being a 2/3 or a wicked nigga, or you didn't want to hearken to this truth, you are gonna receive a reward too, which is death. And Yahawashi is bringing that also. With them chariots, that's gonna be bringing out concentrated fire and laser beams. And it speaks about this in 2nd Ezra 13. This is Zephaniah 1 and 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wastings and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of cloud and thick darkness. That's talking about the day of the Lord, man. That day is talking about the day of the Lord. It's good, it's going to be trouble. Jacob's trouble is going to be distress, wasteness and desolation and darkness, man. Because tell us that nor the sun nor the moon is going to give this place light, and that's going to be and that's going to entail the coming of Yahawashi, man. It's going to seem like it's something for a movie, but the only thing about it is you can't press pause. When you get scared in a movie and then you press pause, no, man. You are going to see Yahawashi, man. And you're going to tremble when you see him, man. That's why the scripture said, behold, every knee shall bow. And also it says, behold, every eye shall see him. Salakia. There you go, Revelation 1 and verse 7. Behold, he cometh with the clouds, and those clouds are the chariots, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so among. Right, man. Even going back to the people that pierce Yahawashi, we ultimately understand reincarnation. They are back here again today. Even them, they're gonna probably have a That's So Raven moment, where where they even probably flash before their eyes and they realize who they was, and they're gonna tremble, man. Everyone is gonna see Yahawashi. Right, and it says which pierced him in all the kindred of the earth. Right? I mean, so how are you gonna see, people gonna ask the question, well, I'm not gonna see him, or, how does this, make sense? It makes sense because, what it clearly tells in 2 Ezra 13, was due to how big the fathership is going to be. Everyone is gonna see that fathership, man, and they're gonna wonder what it is, and it's not gonna be a coincidence. And who's gonna be upon that fathership is gonna be Yahawashi in great glory. Great glory coming to destroy this place. Because the chariots play a big part in Yahawashi's Returnal. You got the fathership, then you got the mini ships too, man. It's gonna be something like you see in the movie, like Independence Day, but even better, man. I got a couple of I got a few pieces I want to bring out. Let me see if I find it. I'm gonna read this. I use Isaiah. Isaiah 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire in his chariots like a whirlwind. Right, man? Yahweh has come back with fire. And his chariots, which are the UFOs, so-called UFOs, to render his anger with fury and rebuke with flame of fire. Right, man? There's gonna be a lot of fire and a lot of destruction going on. Because obviously before Yahweh's Returnal, World War III is already be taking place. But when World War III comes, everybody's gonna stop what they're doing and try to fight Yahawashi. And that's gonna be the greatest entrance ever. They're gonna be fighting in the Middle East, in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which is in the Hebrew, which is Yahweh Shaphat, which means Yahweh's judgment. Everybody's gonna be fighting over there, and then we already see what's going on over there. It only makes sense, man. Everybody's gonna be fighting over, in the Middle East, thinking that they're gonna be able to win with their gain, but they're gonna see Yahawashi coming. They're gonna put all their differences aside, and try to fight Yahawashi. For fire, verse 16, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Right, man, there's gonna be a lot of death going on when Yahawashi comes back. There's a lot of people, a lot of Christians that say that when Yahawashi comes back, or when the so-called Messiah comes back, it's gonna be, flowers, and positivity. No. It's only going to be positivity for the men of the Lord, because this is the time that we are waiting for. These are the moments, or that is the moment that we're going to be waiting for. Yahawashi coming back, to bring peace, upon the earth. But with him bringing peace today, he going to have to, there's going to be war going on. And it's going to be a great day. When the title here says joy in Jerusalem's future, this is our future. Obviously, people got to get killed and put to death, but that's got to be, that's what's gonna have to take place. This shit gonna have to be destroyed, with nuclear fire. What they say, fire is the best cleansing agent. The earth has to be cleansed, and then it has to be rebuilt up again. And that's gonna be Jerusalem's future. But upon that happening, Yahawashi is gonna come back, and show the world. But it was a quick lesson to the spirit by Yahawashi, Shai. In this lesson, I'm gonna name it Yahawashi's Returnal. Yahawashi is coming back in that big fathership and the many chariots to render judgment, upon Esau and these other nations, and to save the elect, man. So Lord, when he was edifying with that, when to give our praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahawashi Bahashim Kakodash. That one of my apostle elder grand most that taught me this truth. Peace and blessings to the Seer Akims. That I want to say, Lord, when he was edified, Shalom.